the #7 ranked player in the world, and I'm shooting about 75% from the 3-point line. If you want to hit shots like this, or maybe you want to hit shots like this, then today's your lucky day, because I'll not only be revealing my jump shot, but the best jump shots in the game for every single build. I'll also include all the top secret shooting tips and settings that the best players in the world do not want you to know about. If you watch this video from start to finish and take all of my advice, I guarantee that you will increase your 3-point percentage by at least 15%. And I noticed that we're almost at 900,000 subscribers, so to close that gap, we're gonna play a quick game. You must subscribe if you're wearing any black clothes right now. You must subscribe if you're watching this in bed, and you must subscribe if you usually make a guard build in 2K. Of course, you must subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And I'm streaming the whole rep grind from Rookie 1 to Legend 5 on Twitch, twitch.tv/solo_. I'm live right now, link in the description. And this is one of the most important things that's going to turn you guys into a better shooter. Listen up. If you need help making your build, jump shot, or animations, NBA2KLive.com has you covered. You can find a ton of the best information for free. But if you want the premium stuff like the best data for jump shot bases, jump shot releases, shot speeds, green windows, and average green percent, they even have a custom jump shot recommender where you can connect your controller and find the best jump shot for your timing. Use code SOLO for 20% off all of this premium data that will help you take your game to the next level. I know I'm going to be on the website this year for 2K26. I'll put a link in the description to NBA2KLive.com. What's up, guys? It's Solo back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the best jump shots and giving you guys all of the shooting secrets that has been allowing me to shoot. Hold on, wait a second. Let's go to the 2K card. 72% from 3, and I'm shooting almost 74% from 3 on the 2s court, as you saw in the intro. I've got a 94 win percentage. This is a big sample size, over 200 games played now, and I don't want to waste any of your time. Let's get straight into it. So the first thing that you guys are probably going to want to know is the settings. Now, there's nothing too crazy in the settings because there's another little new section of the settings that is really what you guys are going to want to care about, but you guys can copy these down. I mean, there's just volume stuff at the bottom. This actually changes nothing, but I know, you know, some beginners are going to be looking in here. For the controller settings, there's a little more stuff in here. You got shot timing, layup timing, free throw timing, and then visual cue. I have this on release. You guys can put it on push or release. It really doesn't matter, because once you put on a custom jump shot, that setting is going to be overridden. Put this setting on all, make sure this is default, and then this one's a big one. Put this on absolute. It's more of a dribbling one. Disable passive, whatever. And then for passing, you guys can copy all these down if you want to, but they're not really shooting settings. Now, where the shooting settings really are is going to be under customize HUD. So once you guys open this up, there's going to be a lot of options. You guys will see right here, shot meter shots. This is the most important section of the whole thing, because for visibility for shots, you want to turn this off unless it's literally like your first time ever playing a 2K. But this year, and it's been this way since like 2K20, you get a boost for turning your shot meter off. Mike Wong, the head gameplay developer from 2K, wants to reward you for knowing your jump shot without having to see the meter. It sounds a little crazy at first, but it's really not that hard to time a shot without your meter. So you guys can turn this off, shoot around in your my court, get it down. It's going to give you a really big boost and really give you a good competitive advantage. Now, this one's more personal preference. I have my visibility for layups off. Some people have this on. This also does give you a boost if you have it off for layups as well. I have free throws off, and then this doesn't matter because my meter's off. So these are just, you know, shot meter settings. The next thing that matters a lot is shot feedback. So you guys want to go in here and then make sure that this is on all shots. If you guys put it on simple, you will kind of get that instant green, but instant greens are kind of back in 26 anyway, so you don't really need this. If you put it on all shots, this will show you the coverage, the timing, and the distance on every single shot by either you or your opponents. And this is actually a big shooting tip, because if you keep mistiming your jumper and you're shooting a bunch of lates, it'll tell you late, you know, on all your shots. You'll know, okay, I want to release it a little bit earlier. You can make the adjustments needed. For my next big shooting tip, and you've probably heard this before, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but if you go to progression and then get boosts, you guys see I have jump shot boosts. I play every single game with them. You go here, you could buy a 10 pack for 1,500. All the best players buy these. They really do help. And then for my next tip, there's actually a lot of stuff over in this section of the city, so just take a look around if you can't find it. You know, is there a map? Yeah, there's a map this year, so it's all the way over here. You have the Gatorade training facility. If I go back to my boost, you guys can see on the right, we have an additional turbo meter active, which is going to help my stamina a lot, which will help you make a lot of shots. So basically what you want to do is you want to do 4 Gatorade workouts. You guys can go up to these little stations over here. You could practice them before you do them, because you want to make sure you get 3 stars or better. So 3 stars out of 4 or 4 stars out of 4. And the next thing that's very important, and I actually haven't checked this pretty much since day 1, so I don't know what I'm about to see, but it's hot zones. Okay, so I have been shooting pretty good. You know, I was worried maybe there'd be a cold zone mixed in there. But not only do you want to get your hot zones, you want to get your lethal zones. Those are those purple zones. They're a new thing they added in 2K, I think last year or the year before actually. But you can't just randomly get them by shooting good in the park. I mean, you kind of can, but you have to do something first, and that is going to be the art of shooting buildings. So you guys want to go in here. Also, something that's important, I don't know if it works this year, but in 25 it was a big deal, is you want to make sure that your settings, your game difficulty is on the lowest, so rookie. So you want to quit out to the main menu, go to, you know, features, options, whatever, go into your settings and try to put it on rookie. I don't know if that helps this year, but it might, because this guy does not miss. You want to walk up to this guy. I already did it, so I can't do the quest, but you'll see you could talk to him and you could pick, do you want to get 1, 2, or 3 zones? 3 zones is the hardest, and you basically got to hit a bunch of shots, and that will give you the ability to get lethal zones from those zones. And then after that, you just want to shoot good, whether it's in the park, my crew, you can get them. You want to shoot good from those zones, and you will eventually get your hot zones. And of course, hot zones, lethal zones, just like buying jump shot boost, just like getting the Gatorade additional turbo meter, and just like, you know, having all your shooting badges up is going to give you a boost. And also make sure that you're using your badge perks. If you guys have badge perks, I don't really have them on shooting right now. I have them more so on dribbling. But if you're struggling with shooting, you know, maybe go in here, put, you know, Deadeye, you know, max +2 or whatever, you know, once you unlock these, because it definitely helps a lot. Next up, we're gonna go to the my court. So here's where it is if you're like blind or something. If you guys want to shoot around, you could go in here. If you guys haven't heard, this year there is a pure green window. There is no RNG in the shooting, and so that's very important, because last year and previous years, basically the game, sometimes you'd be in the green window of your jump shot meter, and the game would just like, nah, never mind, we're gonna make you miss, maybe because you have a lead, maybe you already made too many jumpers this game, we gotta let the other team, you know, stay in it. This year they don't have that, so you can shoot way better if you know your jump shot. And the first thing that I want to talk about is going to be button shooting versus stick shooting, aka rhythm shooting, which I've just been button shooting. Rhythm shooting's a little bit different this year. You only have to green the tempo. I mean, I'll try and do it real quick. Yeah, see, I'm not used to it, but you know, both of them are good. My teammate rhythm shoots pretty much every single game. There we go, we green the tempo and the timing, but this year again, you only have to green the tempo, not the timing. But last year there was a boost for using rhythm shooting. This year it's an even playing field. The button and the stick are on an even playing field, so whichever one you think is easier, whether you think greening the tempo, which is the speed that you flick the stick up, see right there, I got it right, you hold down, flick up when it's time to release, or if you think greening the button is easier, go with that. Now the next thing that's very important to know is that there are no dip catch and shoot shots. So real quick, let me just catch the ball. Actually, let me get a better example. This is going to be a regular catch and shoot. Ready? Regular catch and shoot, right off the catch, bang. That's how it looks. Just looks normal, right? But if you hold your left trigger, or L2 if you're on PlayStation, right now, you want to hold it before you catch the ball. It's going to give you a crazy fast jumper. So ready? Bang. Now, I don't even do that right now. We're 2 days into the, well, now we're 3 days into the game. I don't do this because it's so new and it's so fast, but this shit's going to be crazy. I mean, I'm probably going to start doing it. Oh yeah. I mean, look at this. I might have to start doing it today, actually, now that I'm talking about it. But it's a new feature, and bro, these shots get off so fast. If you're a lockdown defender, if you're a center, a popper, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to be shooting a lot of catch and shoot shots, or maybe you're just going to be standing in that corner, you know, and you got to get a shot off fast, all the competitive players are going to be doing this. Like in comp pro-am, in comp threes, the lockdowns in the corner are going to be doing no dip because they got to get their shot off faster. It's going to give you a legit competitive advantage, but I will warn you, it is lightning fast. You got to be ready. Something that's very OP on this game is mid-range. So if you guys want to start fading mid-ranges, or if you're just opening the mid-range, just know the mid-range is looking very good this year. It's looking very strong, very overpowered. So you know, maybe this makes you make a new build. Maybe you want to go make a build of very high mid-range. I'm telling you guys, the mid-range is a spot that you're definitely going to want to be shooting from this year. Here we go. I know you guys clicked on this video for this exact part. This is the jumper that I've been shooting almost 75% from 3 with, and it's going to be base Matt Ryan. Something I want to show you is that if you look at the release speeds, that's what matters a lot for these bases. You know, the other stats matter as well, but release speed matters a lot. You want to get that jump shot off fast before it can get contested. Culver, T-Mac, Patty Mills, KPJ, there's a lot of releases, or a lot of bases that are locked behind rep rewards. You probably have to be starter 4 before you can unlock them. Matt Ryan is one of the only good bases that is left for tall guards, 6'5" builds to 6'9", but you do need an 81 rating to unlock Matt Ryan. And then we're gonna go Beluba. Mike Wong, the gameplay developer's release, is actually very good. I don't know if it's actually his or what's going on. Maybe he made it a little bit better, but it's actually a really good release. And then here is what you guys really came for. Sub up if you skip to this part, because I'm about to put y'all on. This jumper is insane. Again, been shooting 75% from 3 with it. You want to go full release. You want to go release speed full, 60% Beluba, 40% Sadiq Bey. And as far as the timing goes, like when to release it, we have it on release. So what that means is you want to release your X button pretty much at the very end of the jumper, like when he's about to release it. If I had it on jump, that would mean you want to release it right away, like when your player jumps off the ground. So we're pretty much releasing it at the last second. If you're more used to push, I mean, you could do that as well, or maybe halfway. I wouldn't really recommend it, but release is what a lot of people go with, and I highly recommend that. After my dribble moves, people have been saying I'm moving like one of the best guards in the game. I'll put a link in the description. I already dropped that video yesterday. But here's something that people have been asking me for. Go-to shot I have on KD. I don't really use that, but dribble pull-up, this is a big one. I have on Pro 2. This is going to give you the best fade in the game. This has been the best fade for like the last year or two, I would say. And then spin jumper Kuzma, hop jumper Jordan Clarkson, but I don't even do these that much, so you don't have to put those on. Dribble pull-up is what you really want to focus on. If you want my motion style as well, it's Jalen Suggs. Now I have a jump shot for you guys that are small guards. If we look at the release speeds, again, we want a very fast one. Stephen Curry is going to be one of the best options here, but it also requires a very high 3-point or mid-range rating. So we're going to go base Steph Curry. We're going to go release 1, Tony Parker. Release 2 is going to be Damian Lillard. So real quick, let me just put that in. I thought I had it in already, but there we go. Damian Lillard, bang. And then this is the blending and release speed. We're gonna go full release, and we're gonna go full 100% release speed, 30% Parker, 70% Damian Lillard. I gotta give a huge shout out to Fana because this is his jump shot right now. You guys know I've been playing on a 6'6". I haven't made my small guard yet, so y'all make sure to sell it to Fana. He's one of the best guards right now. This is his jump shot. Now, if you're a small guard and you didn't have that rating, you guys want to put on base Allen Iverson. It is gonna be a lot slower, but put on base Allen Iverson. I can't do it right now because I haven't upgraded, a smaller guard yet. But then full release 1, go Austin Reeves. Full release 2, go with Baluba. And then we're gonna go full release speed, 30% Reeves, 70% Baluba. This is another jumper that Fana recommends. But again, make sure your base is on Iverson, not Curry for this one. Next up, I got a jump shot for you big men out there, 6'10 plus. Can get this, and it's going to be base Jonathan Isaac. This is what I used last year on my tall 7-foot poppers. This is what my teammate Magic is using on his 7-foot popper. If you guys been watching the streams, if you've been watching us play, we're gonna go base Isaac. Release 1 is going to be Baluba. Release 2 is going to be Franz Wagner. We're going to go halfway for push to release. This jumper is a little bit slower than obviously the guard jumper, so you want to probably just release it a little bit earlier. You don't want to wait till the last second, or else you're going to be holding your X button for a literal century. We do put it on the fastest release speed to speed it up a little bit. We're going to go 60% Baluba, 40% Franz. Now, if you do want Magic's jumper, I believe he has Baluba, Tim Duncan, but I used Franz Wagner last year, and I also did use PJ Washington if you guys want to mix that into the releases. Now, I've been playing and I've been hitting some absolutely insane shots, shooting 75% from the 3-point line. If you don't believe me, I'm live right now on Twitch, twitch.tv/solo_. And my final tip, once again, if you really need help, go to NBA2KLive.com, link in the description, use code SOLO for 20% off all of their premium data. If you enjoyed this video, click the video pop to your screen right now.